Hello everyone, this is Professor Bottom. In this video, we will talk about double object pronouns in Spanish. When we talk about double object pronouns in Spanish, we refer to using both the indirect object pronoun and the direct object pronoun in the same sentence. The reason for using double object pronoun in a sentence or a phrase is to avoid unnecessary repetition and to make it faster to communicate. Here is an example. Ella me dijo la verdad. She told me the truth. Ella me la dijo. She told it to me. A shorter version of the same statement. In these two sentences, ella is the subject, me is the indirect object pronoun, dijo is the conjugative verb in preterite, la verdad is the direct object noun, and la is the direct object pronoun that replaces la verdad. Before we talk more in detail about the double object pronoun, let's review the indirect object pronouns. The indirect object pronouns replace a noun, usually a person. In order to find out which one is the indirect object in a sentence, we ask the verb the questions to whom or for whom, and the answer is the indirect object. Here are the indirect object pronouns in Spanish. Me, te, le, nos, os, les. Me corresponds to a mí, te corresponds to a ti, le can be either for a usted, a él o a ella. Nos corresponds to a nosotros or a nosotras, os a vosotros, a vosotras, and les can correspond to either a ustedes, a ellos o a ellas. For le and les, we have to clarify to whom they refer by adding for le a usted or a él or a ella, and for les a ustedes, a ellos or a ellas. Now let's see the examples. Mis amigos me regalaron una bufanda. My friends gave me a scarf as a gift. A ti te dijeron la verdad. They told you the truth. Notice here we have a ti te dijeron la verdad. It wouldn't be necessary to put a ti, except if we want to emphasize. They told you the truth, but not to us or to other people. Otherwise, you could just say, te dijeron la verdad. A ella le prepararon un sándwich. They prepared a sandwich for her. Nos mandaron un recado. They sent us a message. Os estoy dando este libro de regalo. I'm giving you this book as a gift. Nosotras les hicimos la merienda a ellos. We made the snack for them. So, as I said before, for me, te, nos, os, we only add a mí, a ti, a nosotros, a vosotros to emphasize the indirect object pronoun. Here are some more examples of sentences with indirect object pronouns. Me dijeron una mentira. They told me a lie. ¿Quiénes te dieron este regalo? Who gave you this gift? A ella le contaron toda la historia. They told her the entire story. A él le mandaron un paquete ayer. They sent him a package yesterday. A usted le pidieron perdón. They apologized to you, ma'am or sir. Nos explicaron los pronombres en español. They explained to us the pronouns in Spanish. Os gustaron los entremeses. They liked the appetizers, or the appetizers were pleasing to them. A ellos les encantaron los regalos. They loved the gifts. A ellas les interesan las lenguas extranjeras. Foreign languages are interesting to them. A ustedes les faltan $20. You are missing $20. And notice that gustar and verbs like gustar are preceded by an indirect object pronoun when conjugated. Next, let's review the direct object pronouns in Spanish. The direct object pronouns replace a direct object noun and they receive the direct action of the verb. In order to find out which one is the direct object in a sentence, we ask the verb the question what for inanimate objects or things, and the question whom for people. The answer is the direct object. Here are the direct object pronouns in Spanish. Me, te, lo, la, nos, os, los, las. And let's see the following examples. Me conocen, they know me. Te oyen, they hear you. Este libro, lo leen ellos. This book, they read it. Esta casa, la compraron mis padres. This house, my parents bought it. Nos ven, they see us. Os entienden, they understand you. Estos guantes, los compramos ayer. These gloves, we bought them yesterday. Esas películas las vimos la semana pasada. Those movies, we saw them last week. Now let's see some more examples with the direct object nouns and pronouns. Él trajo su pasaporte. Él lo trajo. Nosotros compramos esa casa. Nosotros la compramos. Ustedes leyeron todos los libros. Ustedes los leyeron. Yo escribí una carta en español. Yo la escribí en español. Ellas hornean unas galletas. Ellas las hornean. Tú pagaste la cuenta. Tú la pagaste. After reviewing the indirect object pronoun and the direct object pronoun, let's talk about double object pronouns in Spanish. First, we will start with affirmative sentences that have only one verb. For these type of sentences, we use the formula subject plus indirect object pronoun plus direct object pronoun plus conjugated verb. So, a statement like mi madre me compró un coche nuevo, my mother bought me a new car, becomes mi madre me lo compró or mi madre me lo compró nuevo. My mother bought it for me or my mother bought it for me new. In negative sentences, we use the formula subject plus no plus indirect object pronoun plus direct object pronoun plus conjugated verb. Mi madre no me lo compró. My mother didn't buy it for me. Now, for affirmative sentences that have two verbs, we have two possibilities. Either subject plus indirect object pronoun plus direct object pronoun plus conjugated verb plus infinitive, or we start with conjugated verb plus infinitive and we add the indirect object pronoun and direct object pronoun attached to the infinitive at the end. So a statement like sus padres le quieren dar un coche becomes sus padres se lo quieren dar or sus padres quieren dárselo. And in negative sentences, we use the formula subject plus no plus indirect object pronoun plus direct object pronoun plus conjugated verb plus infinitive, or no plus conjugated verb plus infinitive, and we add the indirect object pronoun and direct object pronoun attached to the infinitive at the end. Mis padres no me lo quieren comprar, or mis padres no quieren comprármelo. Next, let's see some more examples using double object pronouns. Su amigo le dio unos libros la semana pasada. Su amigo se los dio la semana pasada. Mi padre no me presta su coche. Mi padre no me lo presta. Ellos nos pidieron un favor. Ellos nos lo pidieron. El agente de bienes raíces te quiere enseñar las casas. El agente te las quiere enseñar. O el agente quiere enseñártelas. El profesor les explicó la lección a los estudiantes. El profesor se la explicó. Notice that le or les always becomes se when used together with lo, la, los, or las. So, in a nutshell, the reason for using double object pronouns in a sentence is to avoid unnecessary repetition and to make it faster to communicate. In sentences that contain one verb, we use the formula subject plus IOP plus DOP plus conjugated verb. Yo le serví la cena becomes yo se la serví. I served her dinner, just like in English, can become I served it to her. In sentences that contain two verbs, we have two possible formulas. Either we put the IOP and DOP at the beginning before the conjugated verb detached, or we can attach the IOP and DOP to the infinitive, or if it's a present progressive, we attach it to the present participle. So a statement like yo le quise servir la cena, I wanted to serve her dinner, can become yo se la quise servir or yo quise servírsela. I wanted to serve it to her. The indirect object pronouns le and les always become se when used together with lo, la, los, or las. In negative sentences, no goes right after the subject, as in ella no me lo quiere prestar or ella no quiere prestármelo. She does not want to loan it to me. If the IOP and DOP are attached to the infinitive or a present participle, an accent mark or tilde is added to the present participle or to the infinitive in order to maintain the original stress. Thank you for your attention. I hope this video will help you understand better the double object pronoun in Spanish. Hasta la próxima!